page here. We're going to move on to boys. Alright, so I've got some sketches here going on. First, we're going to go up here, this one. We're going to do the male version of the sexy eye. So we've got a guy here, and he's got wispy, sexy hair, and we're going to give him some eyes. So his eyes are going to be smaller, but again, they're going to be kind of like cat eye-ish. So it's going to have to start at the bottom and go up. And then I'm going to bring it back down a bit though. Past my line again and bring it in. Like that. Now, guy eyes are obviously not as large as girls, so you have to shrink it down. So normally, like if I was a girl, the eye would be down to here-ish, but we're going to put it right up to here. So we're just going to end the eye right there. So it's smaller. Now if this were a young character, remember I showed you that Pokemon picture? You could do bigger eyes because he's a kid, so he doesn't have his adult look yet. So I'm going to continue here. I'm going to make it a bit thicker. You can thicken it up to give the imprint of eyelashes, but I don't actually give the guys eyelashes. Like that. So that shows that obviously they have eyelashes, because boys have eyelashes, they're just not as enhanced as girls. So we can give them a nice eye here. Something like that. I like to curve it a little bit on boys. I don't know why, I just do. Curve it in like that, alright? So now we're going to give him an eyelid. And we're going to give him a pretty thick eyelid, because he's probably kind of half closing his eye a bit, because he's got a little bit of a smirk. Brows, I don't know, make them kind of like that. So he's kind of happy, but kind of smirking. My pencil's going really dull. There. Something like that. Now with the guys, I don't do the big shiny here. I like to just do, actually I'll take my deleter ink or whatever and just go right across with a shine. Usually that's all I do, but for now I'll just kind of go like this. Just so you can kind of see that that's the shine. There. See, so that's about it for that. His face is kind of out of shape, but this is not a face tutorial, so whatever. Moving on. This guy. So we're going to give him a bit bigger eyes. He's going to be kind of innocent looking. So we're going to go up and back down, so he just kind of has a normal arch. The top is in, the highest part's in the middle there. And I hate faces. Okay, now, how far is his eye going to go? If this was a girl, they would be wider and they would go down to like here. But we're going to still keep them, they're going to be big, but they're going to be still small, if that makes sense. Big as far as male eyes go, but still small as far as eyes in general go. Those eyes don't line up at all. Oh, that's bad. Sorry. Hopefully you still get the idea though. And now eyes, I'm not going to give him the full eye. I'm going to give him like a rounded. Maybe he can have a tiny one up here so he looks kind of innocent and young. Something like that anyway. And eyebrows are going to be just arched and friendly. We'll make them thick though, so he doesn't look quite like a girl. Something like that. That looks pretty bad. I'm kind of trying to rush here. Oh, this video is already too long. Anyways, yeah, so big eyes like that, angled eyes like that. I'm going to do a couple more quick examples, like angled up like that, make it really small like that. You could do really angled, like kind of weird looking kind of scary eyes like that. Something like that. What else could you do? You could do when it's straight at the top, like that, and then you round it at the bottom. That's quite common too. And then you have a big eye like this. See that quite a bit too in males. Male eyes, you do see a lot where the bottom lash is rounded, and you could do that to any of these styles. Like I could draw like this one up here again. I could come across and drop it like that. And then instead of just giving him the eye like that, I could give him more of a rounded eye like that. And see, instantly it's a different character. See, so you can do that too. So hopefully that gives you some ideas of the different ways you can do it. A young eye, let me do a young eye. It's really close to girls. You could just go like this, make it nice and big, make it up like that. You know, give him a bit of an eyelash. Not too much though, and then give him his lid. But make his eyebrows thicker, and then he looks more masculine. Okay, now moving on to my final notes, and then I'm going to do one more drawing for you at the end here. I did a comparison here between male and female eyes, okay? Now here, I've drawn, it's the exact same eye. It goes up like this, over, down. Up like this, over, down. And then this angles in. Remember, I was just talking about that. This angles in, because this you can do the same for girls. Just angled a bit differently. The eyelid is pretty much the same. The eye for the male I've done round here, whereas the girl I've done curvature, like that. So the girl's eye is just a little bit bigger, the male's eye is a little bit smaller, and I've shaded them. I've just given him one shiny, and the rest of his little detail there. And her, I've given her big shiny, that's kind of the trademark of manga type girls. And I've given her her shiny, the same as him. And the rest of the details there. Only she's got extra eyelashes here, and he doesn't. I've just thickened it, so you can imagine basically that he has eyelashes, but they're not pronounced. Like here they're pronounced. So this is the exact same eye, but if they were on a character, you could totally tell that this was a boy and this one was a girl, even though it's the same structure, it's the same eye. This is just kind of how you change it up. Okay, that's my dog and my cat are fighting. Sorry. That's how you change it up. So I've tried to give you a bit of a summary here. The main differences between them: male eyes generally are smaller, less eyelash detailed. They're more like angular. Like when you draw them, it's like, you know, it's kind of lines, kind of. Whereas girls, it's more smooth. You know, like it's round. And there's less shine, so less shinies. Female eyes, it's basically the opposite. They're larger, they tend to be like a bit rounder, see like this. More eyelash details, they're smoother, they have more shinies. So I hope this helps. This is kind of a general rule if you're not sure how to get started drawing eyes. I really hope this helps you. I really hope you think about your character that you're making, and help that determine the style of eye you're going to use. That being said, I have one more to show you. This sketch is actually of my original character that goes with the two girls that I showed you earlier in the video. This one's going to be evil. He's my kind of anti-hero type character. Okay, so we're going to give him scary eyes. I wanted to do this as a special one because he's actually going to have like kind of monster eyes. Like he's going to have like slit pupils. So I kind of wanted to give you a showing of how to do something like that. Because if you're drawing, you know, fantasy pictures and stuff, not everyone is going to have these, you know, happy, pretty eyes. They're going to be maybe scary. So I wanted to show you that. So he has eyes that are like this, very angular. And that comes down. Now he's looking this way, so his pupil is rounded like this. Okay, now, instead of giving him my normal round thing like this, we're going to give him a pupil that comes down. See, he kind of looks like a dragon or a tiger or a snake or something. And then I like to give him, his name is Rain, I like to give him lots of eyelashes because I kind of think he's almost kind of like wearing mascara, kind of. Not mascara, eyeliner, sorry. Kind of like that. Just make them darker. Darker around the eyes kind of makes them look more evil. Kind of like, for those of you who know Naruto, I don't know Naruto too well, but there's that one character, the sand guy. He comes from the sand. He has red hair, I think, and he's got those eyes. And they're really dark, like they're like this. See if I can remember his eyes. They're kind of like that, right? And his eyes are like this. And he's got this like big dark around his eyes. Like that. That guy, for those of you who know who I'm talking about, kind of like that. Like, you know, he looks really scary. So it's something like this. Like the darker on the eyes will make someone look really scary. It will really set them apart from everyone else. Even in real life, you know, you see a guy walking down the street who's got eyeliner on, he stands out because you don't see too many people who do that. Anyways, okay, so now his eyelids. And then his eyebrows are like down. Like that. And you can even give him some lines under here just to kind of make him look scary. Like that. Now you could give him a shine right there if you wanted. But yeah, that's kind of more of a different pupil, more of an animalistic kind of thing. See, like that. See, that's more scary than that's for sure. Anyways, so that's my tutorial. I hope you've learned something. Leave a comment if it's helped you at all. I really wanted it to be more of a tutorial about the theory about eyes to help you make choices instead of just making a ton of different eyes without really giving you any reason why they were shaped that way. So that was my goal. I hope I've accomplished it for you. I hope you've learned something, and I hope this helps. So till next time, thanks for watching, guys. Bye. So I got my